Alright, we're going to do the Hierophant next. And if you tell me that it's pronounced Hierophant, I will punch you in the face. It's also apparently Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's very clearly two Keyblades dueling on the picture. Let's see what's involved with this one. So, discover which assassin seeks to kill Father Galfrey. Information comes at a cost. Collect gold to use for bribes. Be prepared for dice games. Oh dear. Well, that means it's a good idea to have Malaclips then. Take heed, thieves are not known for their loyalty. So we're going to stick with Malaclips. Now then, that requires Coleorn. We don't know what that does, so we'll take it, we'll take that. Take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that. I want to take another stab at that still, although we don't have room for a lot of things here, do we? And I have to take the stolen ones again. So we'll have to take that instead. That must mean that he's putting in a lot of encounters. And we'll put in like that, we'll put in... that. Actually, no, take that out and put that in. That'll do. Supplies. Yeah, let's take like I've almost earned the token on this, so let's take that. And I'm going to take... The audience is about to give me 5 food, so I'll take the blades as an option for fighting thieves. Alright, we're good to go on the Hierophant. Let's do it.
In better times, it would have been my card here, the guardian of knowledge and the protector of the gates of life and death. Now Callus sits that throne, and miscreants assume the position.
The Mulberry Inn. With Malaclips's encouragement, what's a few murders in the grand scheme of things? You find yourself sat opposite the opulently dressed leader of the Thieves Guild, or one of the leaders. It's a shadowy organisation. He takes a sip of wine and leans back to savour the taste. I am scheduled to be assassinated. The new assassin has been determined, and so the tale begins. 3 nights until the assassination. So we have to discover who the assassin is in 3 nights, and stop this guy getting done in. I believe the suspect is one of my own. With a subtle nod, he indicates a bearded man, a woman with red hair, and a man with grey eyes. Chat, remember this for me. Borden, Rowena, and Grindon. So bearded man is Borden, woman with red hair is Rowena, and man with grey eyes is Grindan. My 3 personal silencers. Okay. One of them left me this note, I am sure. When the red candle's flame burns out on the last evening of the Mulberry Inn, the false priest will have his sins appeased. He points out the red candle upon the fireplace. The assassin favours theatrics over secrecy, it seems. Find the assassin for me. To do that, you will likely need gold. Thieves will tell you anything for gold. Ask for more information about the assassin. The note was left for me in this inn. Yeah, okay, we knew that part. Borden is the eldest in my employ, a simple, nervous kind of man. I highly doubt that he would have the heart nor the finesse to assassinate me unless he has hidden his true nature all his time. Galfrey said that Borden has worked for him for a long time. So it's a clue, 1 of 19 clues. I like this, it's a murder mystery. Galfrey said that Borden will spill more truths when drunk. Yes. Alright, so you'll tell me more if I get him drunk. More about Rowena. Rowena has been one of my silencers for as long as I've been in a position. That's a very long time indeed. So they both have been in his employ for a while, not a twile. I asked that she infiltrate the 3rd Legion of the Imperial Army and eliminate their captain. She did so, of course, as efficient as anything. So she was in the 3rd Legion of the Empire's army. I suspect that she is only truly loyal to gold, but she is quite a valuable asset to the guild, so it would be a shame if she intended to assassinate me. She will always tell the truth for money. I know very little of Grindan. I hired him at the last town, a skilled killer. So he's worked for him for a short time. He's prone to making the most preposterous claims, many of which are untrue. I'd be wary of his exaggerations even if he isn't the assassin, and especially when he's had too much wine. So Grindan makes wild accusations when drunk, so don't believe him if he's pissed. Alright. Ask who he is, I guess. Father Galfrey. No, that's it. Retire for the night. And with that, he waves you away, and you retire to bed, wondering how Malaclips talked you into this.
One should always keep an eye on their belongings, lest little hands find idle work.
With a snap, you feel something being yanked off your person. You've been ambushed. You turn to see a few goblins running away, giggling and pointing at you. With no time to check what was stolen, you rush after the thieves. Defeat the goblins before they blow their horns to escape. Can I change my gear? I want to equip the knives. I don't think I can. Some highwaymen emerge from the bushes to protect the goblins. Thieves Guild! I have no idea what weapon I'm equipped with right now. Maybe just starter sword? They're dressed like pirates. They look like orcs. Defeat goblins quickly to avoid losing your items for good. Yeah, this was in the first game as well. Thieves or goblin thieves did the same thing. Pardon me, it's only the ones with the backpacks that have actually stolen something, I believe. I'll kill the other one as well, just in case. The goblins were smoking cigars, yes. Or one of them, the main one definitely was. You take back your soldier's sword from the unconscious goblin. As soon as you do, with a splutter, the goblin in question awakens and flips away from you. Giggling, it escapes into the forest. So goblins are colluding with the Thieves Guild now. With the thugs defeated, you search their body for valuables. Mercenary garb. Don't have enough fame for it yet. Cause a brief stun to thieves who hit the player. Reduces the chance of goblins stealing items by 50%. Reduces chance of gold being stolen by 50%. Reduces movement speed by 10%. I want it. Can't use it yet. And thank you. I think that was from the audience, was it? No, not yet. Let me look at my inventory for a second here. For fighting mostly thieves, I feel I should be using the blades. Actually, that wasn't the same blades, was it? No, it's those. Yeah.
An opportunity to better understand these lands.
So this is one of the cards I put in. On the edge of the Empire, far from the capital, sits a lonely watchtower. You approach with caution, knowing that few travellers are allowed here. Halt, calls a soldier as you approach the tower. None may cross the border from the northern lands into the Empire. Into the Empire, rather. Try to sneak round. Oh, 12 on 3 dice. Done. You scale the tower without incident. You look east and west. You gain 2 fame. You turn your gaze north and south. Ah, it's just going to reveal stuff. So that's the return to the Mulberry Inn. So we actually want to do the other card first then. Now, was that enough fame for the... 13 fame, wow. Gain 5 food.
Use the Empire.
Thank you, audience. Although the next 3 decisions are all bad.
I understand.
You visit your contact in the Imperial Armory. You must be planning for trouble if you've come to me for help, he says with a knowing grin. Tell me, who are you hunting? Thieves. Not an uncommon practice these days, he comments, heading into the vault. Billy clubs. I could get into... Oh, I needed 20 gold.
It was
that hurts. Thank you, Shadows Omen? I think Shadows Omen. 02 for the sub via Twitch Prime. Thank you for choosing to use that here. I appreciate it. Sadly... Alright, so that's got put back onto the top of the equipment deck, though. Okay.
Once again, we return to the inn. seeking clues to save a life. When we look into memories, so many things are left unsaid and clouded. Why this life?
The choices above right now are minus 20 gold, minus 5 food, minus 10 gold. You enter Mulberry Inn and find Father Galfrey at his usual table by the fireplace. You sit down across from him. He scratches some numbers on one of many rolls of paper strewn across the table and glances up at you. 3 days until the assassin comes for me and 3 suspects. How apt. 3 days to uncover the liar. I'd like you to follow one of my silencers on a job, trading trust for information. Pay for it if you must. Why does an underling want to kill you? We all covet gold, that's why we're in this business, no? If somebody gets paid a high price for my head, then there's little I can do. He considers his wine for a moment. I'd imagine the assassin is more inclined towards lying. If you can root out the liar, you will uncover the assassin too. The assassin will always lie regardless of their personality. Well, that means it's the new guy then. Although that doesn't seem like enough to go on. Which one was the new guy? The new guy was Grindan, right? So we want to stalk him then. I've told Grindan to stake out the castle by Moorhammer Lake for any movement out or in. The lady of the castle owes us a considerable debt.
You surely have a liking for strange bedfellows. Here you are helping thieves challenge thieves, without a thought for their ultimate victims.
So you note a meeting point on your map and retire for the night. The Guild. Now I'll be doing a full explorer. Oh, keep exploring. Goblins! So this is the same again. Defeat the goblins or they'll nick my stuff. As long as it's not my knives, I can kill them really easily. Oh, it was my bloody knives. They've given me the worst possible weapon for this. Give me my knives, gold, everything. You little shits. Thank you. Nice. To fame, and we got back our stuff. Unfortunately, your coin purse feels a little lighter. The thieving devils, did one of them take a bite of a pasty from your haversack too? Those dicks. With the thugs defeated, you search the bodies for valuables. Oh, there's the billy clubs, yes.
No better way to enforce justice than force.
So it knocks down thieves. It's a light weapon, so it doesn't do good against... it doesn't matter, I'm still using them. Dual-wielding billy clubs. Store, we don't really have any money, so we'll just leave. For some reason we just lost 10. Oh, that was the fame kicking in.
The last time you tread foot in places others fear, I suspect. If indeed you do so.
The forests of Mortifernum are legendarily dangerous. For every tale of its hidden treasure, there are 5 stories of adventurers who have never returned. Enter the forest. Shadowy beasts descend from the trees and tear at your flesh. Ow. 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 Fearing for your life, you flee the forest. Well, I didn't even get a vote? Alright, whatever.
Assassins. I have little love for them. Less still for the criminal guilds that fill the cities these days. Bankers, thieves, assassins, merchants, kings. Each tries to use their power to control those around them.
With a shout, Grindel signals your arrival at the castle by Moorhammer Lake. You find some long grass and settle down for the day. Despite being a stakeout, Grindel happily talks quite loudly. You know, my sources tell me the lady inside this is wanted for high treason. He suddenly pulls out a bit of charcoal and paper. Would you like my autograph? So yes. You allow him to scribble his name on the roll of paper. He tucks it lovingly into your hand. Grindan trusts you a little more. Time passes, but nobody leaves or enters the castle. I say, who are you anyway? Grindan retrieves a boiled sweet from a paper bag and pops it in his mouth. I've not seen you around before. Say you're a new recruit. Oh really? I heard we didn't need any more recruits, that we're struggling to feed the mouths we already have. Grindan squints at you suspiciously, shrugging his hat. Tell me, what did you do to get recruited? Say that you stole the shoes of Father Galfrey while he was sleeping. Say that you stole the star from the sky and put them in his eyes. Chat, I'm giving you this one. Vote for what you want me to say. I'm putting this in the power of the audience. Oh, it feels like there's a clear winner here. Oh, actually, it's going down. Give me 10 seconds.
It was worth it!
Thank you, Mr. Wemake, for 15 months in a row. Flirting time. It's like morphing time, except kinkier. Alright, say that you stole the stars from the sky and put them in his eyes. The gaudy thief blushes. Grindan trusts you a little more. Little else happens during the stakeout. You spend most of the time watching a dog sleep. Before you head your separate ways, you take a chance to question Grindan. Grindan is checking his appearance and the reflection of his blade. Ask him what he thinks of Father Galfrey. Father Galfrey, a doddering old fool. I'm surprised he hasn't already been replaced by a younger, more dashing guild member. He's gone soft in his old age. The other day he let one of the rabble go free after they mucked up a job. No thumbs chopped off, nothing. But this is the guy who could potentially... He lies more when he's drunk. He's not drunk right now, though. And thank you, Magic Bananas, 638 for 13 months in a row. Yes, more Yowie, not just South Park. That is how you pronounce that, right? I assume so. Ask him about his favourite food. If he doesn't say pizza, then he's dead. Ah, great question. It'd be berry pudding, without a doubt. I guess I just get to ask everything. Who needs a family when I have so many devoted followers? He's like an arrogant YouTuber. Ask about his past. I was specially asked to join the guild not many moons ago after I slew a manticore using only a dagger with no shoes on. Rillian said he joined the guild many moons ago and slew a manticore with no shoes on. So we know that's a lie because he was recently brought on and he's a compulsive liar. But that doesn't prove he's an assassin. Okay, bid goodbye. You wonder how much Grindan has told you today is a lie. We got 2 fame. Return to the inn. 9 out of 19 clues, 2 nights to go. He doesn't lie, he tells tall tales. That's just lying with style. You enter the Mulberry Inn. Father whatever is sitting there. He scratches some numbers. Yeah, okay. Hope the job with Grindan was fruitful today. You're not dead with a knife at your back, so I presume yes. It would be prudent to review what my silencers have said when you have a quiet moment. Perhaps you could catch a lie in the process. Review collected clues at the campfire. I'll do that. Tomorrow, who will you follow? Hang on, talk about your goblin problem. Goblins from our guild. He scratches his chin in annoyance. Their loyalty to the guild is tenuous at best. Here, take this.
So much folly begins and ends with crime.
Ah, nice. This item will always be stolen instead of other equipment or gold. That's very handy, thank you. Yeah, I was just making sure we were equipped with the billy clubs. A funny bunch, goblins. Tomorrow, who will you follow? So we have a night for everybody regardless. It's just whether or not we get the information out of them. So let's go with Borden. The guy with grey eyes, I believe. Although we can look at the hints. Borden is going to pick some lamps from a shipwreck port that have been, let's say, repossessed from their owners. Alright. You note the meeting point on your map, and then retire for the night. Alright, can we make camp immediately? I wish to review my clues. Yes, yes I can.
Good. Take this chance to review the clues you have learned so far.
Review clues. Review what Galfrey said. Galfrey said that Borden has worked for him for a long time. Galfrey said Borden will spill the truth when he's drunk. This is the guy we're meeting with, so let's try and get him drunk. Rowena has worked for him for a long time. Rowena was part of the Empire. Rowena will always tell the truth for money. We have no gold, so hopefully we can accumulate some gold before going on the final night, because otherwise we're not going to get anything out of her, I think. Grindan has worked for him for a short time. Grindan always makes wild accusations when drunk. Said the assassin will always lie regardless of their personality. Grindan said he joined the guild many moons ago. And that's obviously a lie. Okay. Borden was a truth-roll drunk, yes. Break camp. We want to try and accumulate money and learn the truth as well. Goblins, again. Let's see how the billy clubs do this time. Ooh, it's split between more max HP and more food. I'm curious what it would do in a 50-50 situation. The twinned clubs have been set to Imperial tasks for a century now.
I heard this word.
My pure gold is lying scattered around the level. Is that all of them? It is dual clubs, yes. Those are some killer drumsticks. You know what's better than killer drumsticks? Chicken drumsticks. To fame. Okay. 10 max life, 10 gold, 5 food. All stuff we needed. Alright, we'll go to the meeting and then we have to go that other way anyway. It's linear. You travel to Shipwreck Port by wagon. You ride in relative silence with Borden, until Borden turns to you rather, and asks quite seriously, what do you think of the boss? I don't want to show my hand. I want to be coy, so I think I'm going to say it's hard to read. Borden trusts you a little less. At the port you are approached by a pirate bearing a load of stolen lamps. Borden goes to give him a sack of gold, presumably payment. The unusually pale pirate shakes his head. No. He pulls out a rusty bucket and his sword. I want blood. Theirs. Borden looks at you expectantly as if you shouldn't protest. Give your blood. 10 life. 15 life. 15 life. Borden trusts you a little more. You retrieve the crates of stolen lamps and pile them. Why did that guy want my blood? When you arrive at the drop-off point, Borden is seized with sudden emotion. I'm sorry I asked you to give blood. I'm a terrible person, aren't I? I mean, he is, but I'll attempt to comfort him, I guess. Oh. There were vampires. Oh, clearly, yeah. Borden trusts you a little more. Borden wrings his hands as if he would very much like to leave. I should go. Ask him his favourite food. Oh, blackberry tart, or maybe apple tart. Borden begins to sweat, seemingly from the pressure of this question. Interesting. Ask what he thinks about Father Galfrey. The boss always makes sure we get our curt. You can't ask for any better, really, in a guild of scoundrels like us. Ask about family. I don't know if I should really be telling you that sort of thing. Just try and guarantee it. Bribe with 8 gold. He nervously takes your money. I still need to roll for it, though? Oh, there you go. 4, 5, 6. Borden perks up a little. Yes, I have a beautiful wife. It's difficult to see her as I travel on jobs so often. Borden says he has a beautiful wife. Borden wrings his hands, asks about his past. Again, 8 gold. Done. Yeah, the only question he got nervous about was his... I was a farmer before this. Was his favourite food. We can wear the armour now. Ah, it's 13, not 12, bugger. So what did we learn there? I'd like to go over the case notes. Borden said he has a beautiful wife, and that's all the information we got. He trusted me less when I said that Father Galfrey was hard to read as opposed to him being a good man. He didn't strike me as being the assassin. Thank you for the food, chat. Oh, general store. Do I have any equipment I should be able to sell? I'm not going to buy anything, I'm just selling so I have a little bit of money to play with when we go in this final one, because I spent a lot there. Yes, please do give B. Alright, this is going to be bad. We're going to try this again. Not going to bother reading it out. We know how it goes. We have to try and pass some tests, and we'll try and not have too many soldiers by the end. Find a way in. Good luck, chat. Oh, also, the billy clubs would be a bad choice for this, but too late as well. I'll give you 10 seconds starting now. Three, 2, 1. They're drawing. Oh, I took an executive decision and it worked. Without considering your wishes, Malcolm's wedges the grate open and descends into the gloom. You follow suit. The rust stone, so this is us in the sewer then. Yes, where we run into the terrible ice. So that's a set fight. And then this time if we do succeed on the rope one, pull it, don't climb it. Easy when they're alone. C is minus 10 health, yes. B is plus 25 health. Not max health, just health in general. And A is minus 3 food. Find a way out. So this is where we had huge success last time, yet it still led to a fail condition, which I don't approve of. I would accept success having that option. Chat, will you find huge success twice in a row on the same question? Or the same task, rather. I'll give you 10 seconds, starting now. And we do seem to have a clear winner, though. Success! I'll take it. If I'm not mistaken, then I never am. How dare you question me? This will take us directly up to the floor. That actually seems better than the rope because there isn't a choice. So we're into the cellar and we haven't added to the amount of enemies yet. We found the children, so this is I have to pick the lock. Just go for the silver. Don't worry about the gold, just get the silver. Because we know we picked the lock.
Breathe. You have done well.
And now we have to fight. And there's much less of them, so I should be able to do this. I think I'm okay just to fight because I can't risk the HP. I've just got to kill them quick.
They're only children! You should have let them be!
Doesn't matter who I'm hitting as long as I'm hitting, because it's all damage that I need. Ow. Hey, you can't hit out of a block. Yeah, get wrecked. Take my shield, please. Thank you. That's not how knives work. I did it! I just got Empire's Bane as well. Screw you, game. I did that. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to bother trying that one again. It's not worth it. With the briefest moments, fatigue crosses his face. Father Galfrey appears all at once. Very old. I hope you will know who the assassin is before it is done. Go on a job with Rowena. Has to borrow gold from the guild coffers to bribe suspects. That's why he trusts you. Whatever. I did that challenge. I don't care what the game says. I did it twice, in fact.
Nobility continues to
Palace Armory is holding a special promotion for the nobility. Guard blocks your entrance. You require 16 fame.
A rotten priest and a rotten thief.
Keep exploring.
Expend the effort to save him and watch thousands wail as they lose their hard-earned wealth.
You and Rowena need not travel long. Defeat all the enemies before the timer expires to impress Rowena.
I hope this works.
Forgot about that unblockable the spear guys have. I really don't like that you can attack out of that. They can also block out of me successfully parrying them. Destroyed. So now we can wear the mercenary's garb, so we can stun thieves easier. She trusts you a little more. You open the carriage door to see a woman dressed in silks and gems clutching her son. Please, she cries desperately, take this gold, he's just a child. Without a second's thought, Rowena pockets the heavy pouch of coins from the weeping mother and closes the door on them. She stares at you coldly. It's foolish to be loyal to anything but gold. I trust you agree with me. Trying to tell unless she gives you half the gold. I expected her to trust me more for proving that I care about the money more than her as well. What does she think of Father Gaffrey? Bribe her with 8. Phew, barely. He sits in his finery counting coins. I expect he will do so until the day he dies. I wouldn't trust him so much. He is in the Guild of Thieves just like us, after all. Favourite food? I have to pay her to know her favourite food.
Well done. You continue.
Roasted apple. Ask about her family.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
I have. I have a family in the capital. I do not talk to them. Ask about her past. I'm wasting all these sixes on easy rolls. I joined the guild after I murdered the captain of the 3rd region. Rona said that she was in the 3rd region of the Empire and killed her captain. That's true. If there's nothing else, I have business elsewhere. Oh, that's enough fame to visit here now. Oh, I have to have that, and then... Oh, you have to have that when you get to the palace. Not when... Or just in general. I don't have enough for that. I guess over here must be like bonus clues, because we've only found 11 of 19. I don't really see anything else. This card provides the best results when surrounding encounters are already revealed. Alright. I'm just going to vote on this one quickly, chat, because it's an easy one. We got Dangerous Wilds, which we know from the previous adventure. Shoot projectiles, use evade. What was our encounter? She's taking a while to die. Oh, I just noticed they have health bars. Malcolms, hit the ones that are healing. I literally can't out-damage the heal, and Malaclips isn't stopping the heal. Wait, one of them is much weaker. It's that one. Wait until those circles disappear. Good riddance. I'm going to change away from the billy clubs. They're not doing enough damage. We're not fighting thieves anymore either. Mash an enemy and block or remove their armor, cause a brief stun. Okay.
Hardly elegant, but possibly effective.
So as it turns out, billy clubs are trashed here. We shall use a weapon that's actually good. Greetings, fellow traveller. A cheerful fellow clad in brilliant yellow surcoat passes you by on the road one day. May I just say that hat is simply divine. I had a similar one long ago. He pulls out a hefty scroll. I've been documenting every nook and cranny of this beautiful land, and my soul is shaking with delight at the thought of sharing it with you. Bertha's betting house and the winding trail. Alright, so he just fills in the map for you then. Okay.
A game of chance or two, perhaps.
Besides a busy Empire Road, you spy a ramshackle stall whereupon a few ramshackle people are seated on stools rolling dice. You approach the stall, and behind the table is a little girl practicing on a poorly tuned violin. Beside her waits a squat lady clad in flowery apron. Welcome, have a seat. Do try the spice cakes, I baked them this morning. Games remaining today, 3. Play dice. Oh. Leave. So I don't have enough food to travel to that final one, so we'll just go to the finale. Although I should look at the clues first. There wasn't even any opportunity to get bored and drunk, so I don't know why that's pertinent. Does that match up to what she said? It seems like it's very obviously Grindan, but I don't know.
As things so often do, suspicion turns to violence and violence to death. I had hoped you would bring something more to our table than Callus once did.
Find and eliminate the assassin before they eliminate me. However, I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you accuse one of my silencers wrongly. The red candle upon the fireplace burns tall. The Mulberry Inn is curiously quiet tonight. That's the same as what you can do in camp. Yes, I heard about the assassination threat from my own channels, Grindan adjusts his hat. I'm very well respected in his guild, you know. Well, if he is the assassin, he always lies. I'd rather bribe Rowena. 10 gold. Okay, we will reroll those. Oof. They wear a hidden wrist dagger. How does she know, though? And she doesn't drink. Pardon me. So Borden tells the truth when he's drunk. Borden looks happy that you offered. I'll have a mulberry wine if you're offering. Oh. Gotta press a little bit too soon for it. Drink again. Oh, come on!
Even when things appear impossible, they can be mastered.
Again.
Keep practicing.
There you go. Borden pulls you close. I'm sure Grey Eyes mentioned something about a red candle the other night, he whispers nervously. I thought he was the one with grey eyes. Oh, wait, no, Grindan is. Drink with Grindan. That's super easy, so it's obviously going to be a lie.
That will set you in good stead from here.
Burden murdered his wife, you know, sold her to the desert nomads. You notice that the red condo appears shorter, wearing light seems to have taken very little time to burn down. I think it's Grindon. But that makes it like terribly obvious if it is him. But if it isn't him, I would say it's not obvious at all. I'll just accuse Grindon. You draw your weapon and point it to him. Tell with you, he hisses, you have uncovered the assassin. Oh, it was the very, very obvious result. What a surprise. Now what is more of a surprise is that he's got a lot of help and I don't have a lot of HP. And I thought we were like in for like a genuine head scratcher, but it's just like stupidly obvious. Claims to have royal lizardmen blood running through his veins.
Right one, wrong one. I've been itching to fight these
Wait, there's a heal? Oh wait, no, I think... yeah, Malcolm's is down already, yeah. Much easier it is to kill thieves with this. Oh, is that him? It's not time yet. Wait until the others are dead, then it's your time. Ooh, that's unblockable. I expected them to have more than one attack. Very disappointing for an assassin. Oh, that was my armor kicking in that stunned him as well. Again. Get on the table, we're eating you for dinner. As the violence subsides, you realise that Fala Galfrey is standing next to you, eyeing Grindon's body gibbly. Such a shame. And thank you for your services. He places a heavy bag of gold in your hand and returns to his seat by the fireplace.
There is still a chance of completion, but no chance of perfection now.
If you don't find all the clues, you're not allowed perfection. Even though it's painfully obvious who the killer is. Well, I'm counting that as a gold as well, despite what the game says.
More choices, more tokens to unlock.
The Burrow, Fallen Treasure, Soothsayer, Trading House, and Dark Alleys. Cry of Victory, Thieves' Folly, Mask of Holy Fortunes, and Sacrificial Blades. Gain 10 gold, 10 life, and Merchant's Ring.
Here the hermit hides, and with him the secrets that underpin your history. We will explore them together.
So lovers, chariot, strength card.